Good evening, Mayor Pro Tem, City Council, City Manager Tungate. Let me extend a heartfelt thank you to this council for, number one, allowing us to come before you to celebrate one of Oak Park's finest that paid the ultimate sacrifice, Officer Henry Wolf. Like I said, the 21st of May will mark the 50th anniversary of his death. And as you can see, we have this entire council chamber lined with active officers and officers that have retired in great numbers, and they're here to pay their respect. Some worked with Officer Wolf. Some of us did not have the honor and pleasure of working with Officer Wolf, but we all stand together to honor his service and sacrifice that he made to the city of Oak Park 50 years ago. We made that pledge 50 years ago as a department that we would never forget, and we stand before you today honoring that pledge. I would like to take a moment and ask if his wife, Linda Wolf, would stand, please.
Can you come to the mic and then everybody at home can hear you too? We'd love to hear you.
Thank you. On behalf of Henry's family and myself and all his friends, we really appreciate the support that the city of Oak Park has given Henry, his fellow officers, whether they knew him or not. I know that I could come here and ask anything and they would certainly help me out. And all his retired friends, I have kept in touch with some, and some have moved away and some have gone with Henry. But I've appreciated it over the years, and it was a privilege to have him work for the city. Thank you for this tribute. And my family is here from some distance to acknowledge this.
We need to keep the memory of those we lost alive.
I would ask if I could acknowledge his wife, his daughter, I'm sorry, Laura. She could stand. This is Laura, Henry Wolf's daughter, Laura. And if you're able and willing, the rest of the family, the Wolf family that traveled from long and far to come here to be here today, if you would stand as well, we would love to honor you as well. Thank you so much. And again, like I said, by the outpouring of officers, both retired and active, and actually staff from our 45th District Court who's retired, Patty and Deborah Ann Mead are over in the corner as well. We appreciate your presence here also, and love all of you. If I could read the tribute, and then we would have a moment of silence at the front of the council chambers. Obviously, there's a portrait of Officer Wolf with a wreath. The wreath will stay here till the end of the council session, and at the end of the council session, we'll take the wreath and put it out in front of our station by our memorial garden, where Henry Wolf will forever have a plaque that's been actually placed inside a stone there next to Officer Mason Samborski. So we will do that at the conclusion of the council meeting. We won't ask the family to stay for that, but it'll definitely be there if you want to, come by tomorrow, later, or at whatever time. We'll take pictures as well. So thank you. And I'll proceed with the tribute. This evening I come before you along with many of our public safety officers, current and retired, to honor and pledge in remembrance of Officer Henry Wolf. May 21st will mark the 50th anniversary of the death of Public Safety Officer Henry Wolf, who was killed in the line of duty on May 21st, 1973. Although none of the current members of the Public Safety Department had the pleasure of knowing Officer Wolf, there are several officers that are here who have retired that had the honor of working and knowing Officer Wolf intimately. We stand together as one, honoring his service to this great city. Henry Wolf joined the Oak Park Public Safety Department April 1st, 1968. Shortly after, he married his wife, Linda. His daughter, Laura, was born the following year. Officer Wolf was highly regarded and respected by his fellow officers. During his 5-year career with the department, he earned several citations, commendations, including the Citation of Valor, which was awarded posthumously. At 7:30 a.m. on May 21st, 1973, Officer Wolf made a traffic stop at Sherman and Northfield. Officer Wolf was unaware of the two occupants of the vehicle had just been involved in a shooting incident in the city of Royal Oak. As Officer Wolf approached the car, the passenger produced a gun. As Officer Wolf struggled with the passenger, the driver took Officer Wolf's gun from his holster, fired a fatal shot to the back of Officer Wolf. The two suspects attempted to flee the scene while exchanging gunfire with an Oak Park officer who was arriving to assist. While exchanging gunfire with an Oak Park officer who was arriving to assist, the suspects were later apprehended and convicted for the murders of Officer Wolf. At the age of 27, with 5 years of service, Officer Henry Wolf made the ultimate sacrifice, leaving behind his wife and 4-year-old daughter. Each day when the men and women of this fine department don the uniform and badge and head out into this community to protect and serve just as Officer Wolf did, we are ever mindful of the fact that we too may have to pay the ultimate sacrifice. Yet without hesitation, the men and women you see here today still proudly serve. Out of respect and gratitude to Officer Henry Wolf for the sacrifice that he made, we have gathered here on this 15th day of May, 2023, to honor his service, sacrifice, and his bravery. We would pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. And again, I want, on behalf of the Oak Park Public Safety Department and the City of Oak Park, we want to thank and make sure that we honor and always acknowledge Officer Wolf for the service that he provided to this city, to this public safety department. His memory shall ever live on. And on the 50th anniversary, which will be May 21st, I'm sure we will all take a moment and remember Officer Wolf for the sacrifice that he made. So again, I want to thank the family for coming such a far distance to be here today. We love you. You will always be an extension of this family. And if there's anything that I can do, that our public safety department can do, and I'm sure I speak for the city manager and city council as well, please do not hesitate. We love you. May God bless you and continue to keep you.